So this is how I currently look right now, 30 weeks away from getting on stage and competing. Welcome to my journey.
Hi, I'm Matty. Nice to meet you. For those that don't know, I'm 28 years old and I'm into fitness. Probably like a lot of you watching this as well. I just thought I'd buy a camera, start vlogging. That's about it really. See where it gets me. I'm currently about 30 weeks out from a competition. I know that's a long way, I understand. But I want to get cracking, I want to start prepping. It's what I love to do. That is so good. A bit about myself in terms of fitness. I have competed before. That was when I was 21, 22, I'm 28 now, you do the math. It was a first timer event. I came first in my British qualifiers and then I came fifth in the British finals, which I was quite stoked with. And then I was an idiot and started enjoying life, going out, drinking, all that sort of stuff when you do when you're 21, 22. Mind you, a lot of 21, 22 year olds nowadays have a different mindset. They're all about making money, which is fair play. I wish I had that mindset at 21, 22. So, yeah, I had about 7-8 years out of the game, taking competing seriously. And this is the first competition that I'm going to be doing since then. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, I just feel like vlogging my journey with you guys. If you're interested, make sure you follow and keep up to speed. Simple as. And you know what it is? I think that'd be my message to anyone who wants to start creating content or vlogging or anything like that. Just literally start. I know that's so cliche. Like, you can probably tell from me, I don't have a mic for this camera. I don't have a mic at all, but I will in future. Just literally make a start. That's the best thing you can do. And then upgrade and progress as you go along. It's as simple as that. So today, people, we are doing chest and biceps. None of this bro split, none of this full body split, none of this push day, none of this pull day. Me, when it comes to the gym and when it comes to fitness, call me old fashioned, but I like to keep things simple. Couldn't even get my words out then. I like to keep things simple. But we'll have a chat about that in just a minute. First, let me eat my scrambled eggs on toast. I'll be back with you in just a sec. Right, so I've had my pre-workout meal, which was scrambled eggs on toast. An unbelievable meal, I might add. And I'm just going to enjoy my coffee in my Leeds United mug, because Leeds United are the best team in the world. I don't care what you say. Anyway, what can you expect from this channel? What can you expect from this account? What can you expect from me? Well, I'm going to start off by saying I'm not going to be one of these people that profess to know absolutely everything about the fitness industry, because I don't. I know very minimal, if I'm being totally honest with you. I know what works for me, so I'm not going to throw exercises at you for you to do. I'm not going to tell you what to eat. I'm not going to tell you what supplements you should be taking, because everyone is different. So what might work for me probably won't work for you, and vice versa. Do you know what I mean? I'd probably say that I know a little bit on how to grow muscle, because I like to think that I've got a bit of muscle myself, kinda. But listen, you can be the judge of that. So if you're come to this channel or this account or this video or me looking for advice, you're probably not going to get it. But what I will say, if you do happen to scroll onto one of my videos, give it a watch. You might actually learn something. So, like I said earlier, we're going to be doing chest and biceps today. Probably one of my favorite workouts. The thing about me, in terms of my prep, my workouts, my diet, everything like that, I keep things very simple. Like, very simple. I don't know what it is. I think this day and age, especially in the fitness industry, we make things so much more complicated than it needs to be. Don't get me wrong, it is quite important, I get that. But in terms of the workouts, different exercises, trying to count all your macros down to a T, honestly, it's mind-boggling. Me, I just like to keep things simple. I'm a simple guy and I like to keep things on a basic level at all times, because I think in the end, simplicity always wins. So what we're going to be doing at the gym today, I hear you ask, what kind of chest exercises, what kind of bicep exercises? And the honest answer is, I don't have a clue. Don't get me wrong, there are exercises that I do at the gym on a religious basis because I know they work for my body. That's obviously a given. But in terms of the sets, how many reps I do, how many sets I do, the break times between sets, all that sort of jazz, I do it until I feel it. I don't really count the sets. Reps are a little bit different. As long as I can get 12 reps and it's hurting at the end, that's what I'll do. If I can get 15 and it's absolutely killing me towards the end, then it's just a bonus. But in terms of sets, I just go until it hurts. Bloody hell, Jesus. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about me in terms of fitness. I like to keep things simple. I've got my competition coming up in 30 weeks and I can't wait. The category that I'm competing in is men's physique. Now, I would love to do classic physique, but I just think I'm too short. I like to say I'm 5'10". I think I am 5'10", but short kings, you watching this, we all say it, just admit it. Even if we're 5'8", 5'9", we always try to say we're closer to 6 foot, don't we? Just admit it. But yeah, I would like to do classic physique, but the competition out there is so strong and I want to try and get to the elite level, and the competition up there is just so raw and it's mad. So yeah, I'm going to be doing men's physique, and I do like the men's physique look. You know, you still need to work as just as hard, The diet needs to be on point as well. So yeah, that's the category. So with that being said, people, I've had my coffee. I'm just going to take my creatine now, and then we're going to go. This is the creatine that I use. It's creatine monohydrate. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think it really matters what brand it is. As long as it's creatine monohydrate, I think you're going to be onto a winner. So yeah, it is what it is. Sorry about that, people. Anyway, back to the video. Just a quick one as well. I've had a lot of people ask me, what's my pre-workout? Now, I've got to be totally honest with you. I did used to take pre-workout religiously before every single workout, but I feel like my body got used to it after I'd been using it for about 2-3 years. So God's honest truth, what do I take before my workouts? Is a can of Monster. Sugar-free, I might add, but yeah, it seems to be doing the trick. So I'm sticking with it. Again, this isn't me pushing Monster on you. This isn't me telling you that you should be drinking Monster before workouts. I'm just simply telling you what I do and what works for me. Give it a try if you want, but yeah. Right, anyway, enough of that. Let's get to the gym. Run the music.
Okay, let's go.
And finally, we're at the gym. As you can tell, I start off with incline dumbbell press and I've got 30 kilos in each hand. Now, I've got to be totally honest with you, ladies and gents. 30 kg on incline dumbbell press is actually, well, it's considered quite a lot for me. I know that might sound crazy to a lot of you. 30 kg might be your warm-up if you're watching this, but 30 kg might be a heavy weight to you. But nevertheless, 30 kg for me is actually quite a heavy weight. I've got to be totally honest with you, I don't really lift heavy weights, and it's probably something I should change in the near future. But yeah, like for me personally, I don't know what it is like with you guys. Let me know down in the comments. But for me, every time I step foot in the gym, the main goal for me is to really focus on technique, really control the repetition, really slow it down on the descent and squeeze when you bring that weight up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't always like this. You know, there was a time in my life where I did ego lift. I did lift heavy weights, and looking back on it and thinking back on it, my technique was absolutely shocking. And as we all know, people, bad technique, shoddy technique, really bad form can lead to some serious injuries, and none of us want that, let's face it. So altogether, people, I did 3 sets of 12 with 30 on each side, and I've dropped the weight down to 24, as you can see, and I'm going to continue to do 3-4 sets. I think I did 3 sets, I can't really remember, but I did 3 to 4 sets, again 12 to 15 reps. As you can see here, just getting a bit of recovery time between sets, and that's something that I wanted to touch on real quick as well, people. Like I say, this channel isn't going to be giving you too much advice. This is literally just what I do. But, you know, if you can learn something from this, then that's just a bonus for me. But in terms of recovery time and rest time between sets, I usually rest myself between 30 and 40 seconds. You know, that seems to be the ballpark where I feel the most comfortable between sets. So, yeah. And also, on a side note, Jay Cutler once mentioned on his YouTube video that he usually waits between 30 and 40 seconds. So, if it's good enough for him, you better believe it's good enough for me. Anyway, moving on to the next exercise, still focusing on the upper part of the chest, we go to the incline bench press. Now, as you can probably tell, I only have one plate on each side, and that plate is 15 kilos. Now, you're probably scratching your head saying, why are you doing it so low? Why is the weight so low? What are you doing, you absolute weirdo? Well, I'll tell you why. I like to manipulate the weight, and what do I mean by that? Basically, what I mean is, I feel like you can manipulate a light to medium weight to make it feel like a heavy weight, in my opinion. Now, one of the ways you can manipulate the weight, like I said at the start of this video when we first got to the gym, is to really control the repetition, really control the descent, and make sure you're squeezing on the way back up. You can also manipulate the weight by actually focusing on how you hold the bar or the dumbbell as well. And I can guarantee you, people, if you really focus on slowing that repetition down and focusing on your technique, that 20 kg dumbbell may start to feel like a 30, trust me. Next up, people, we've got the regular dumbbell press. So this is just on a flat bench, so it's neither decline or incline. And just quickly, people, on a side note, you will notice that some of these clips on this video have sound and some that don't. That's just due to the fact that the gym has very loud music, and I don't want my video to get taken off social media due to copyright infringement. So there you have it. I mean, I'm hoping this will get fixed as soon as I get a mic for my camera, but until then, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Suck it up, people. Anyway, going back to the workout, people, it is a standard dumbbell press. I'm pretty sure we've all seen one by now. For me, like I did say earlier on in this video, when it comes to the chest, I do prefer dumbbells over barbell, just because I feel like you're able to get more of a stretch when you're using the dumbbells over the bar. And obviously, the more we stretch, the more we grow. On to the next one, cable flies. So I actually did cable flies, but because the lighting was so shit, I couldn't really set my camera up because, like I say, lighting dead is what it is. I did 5 sets of 15.
convenient. I know that I didn't record that, but that's what I did. You're just going to have to take my word for it. But yeah, that concludes chest. Feeling pretty pumped. Blood is flowing. The pump is crazy. And yeah, we're moving on to biceps now. For me, what I do with biceps really is it's volume. It's not really weight. I concentrate on a load of volume. So we're going to go for 6 or 7 sets, regular bicep curls, as you would with a normally medium to heavy weight. And then we're going to do 6 or 7 sets of hammer curls. Really target both areas, or 2 of the 3 areas of biceps.
So like I just said there, people, we're starting off with the regular bicep curls. I like to stand doing my bicep curls, so I've got to be honest with you, I'm not really a big fan of sitting down doing bicep curls. I mean, that's just personal preference. You can do absolutely anything you want. Whatever works best for you and your body, do it. You know, I'm not saying that you should do this. You do whatever feels right for you. But me, I personally like standing. If you are a stander like me though, people, just remember to keep that technique and form correct and exquisite at all times. You don't want to be rocking back and forth like a bastard yo-yo. And whether or not you're doing a bicep curl, a hammer curl, if you sat down or you stood up, whatever it may be and wherever it may be and however it may be done, just make sure that you're keeping your elbows locked and tight towards the side. I do my absolute best to do this, but towards the last few reps I can't help but bring my elbows up ever so slightly because, you know, the muscles get fatigued. So after completing 6 sets of regular bicep curls, I move on to the hammer curls. And I've got to be totally straight with you, people, I've neglected hammer curls for quite some time. And it's something that I really do need to change. You don't need to tell me. For me, hammer curls feel absolutely unreal on the outer side of the bicep, if that makes sense. So it's not sort of the inside part of your bicep, it's more towards the outside, which gives you that sort of full look when you're looking at yourself head on. Now, as you can tell from the angle that I've positioned the camera at, my biceps and my arms look relatively big, if I don't say so myself, but when you stand directly in front of me, they look 2D, which is due to the fact of the lack of hammer curls, I think. And just to conclude this workout, people, I thought I might flex a little bit just to show off what I'm working with. That's the current state that I'm in. Obviously, we've got a hell of a long way to go, a lot of time to trim up, but this is the process.